Hello, Washington Elementary families. Welcome to our Kindergarten Roundup presentation. Lots of good information to share with you today. So let's get right into it. All right, as you can see here, we've got some kindergarten information we're going to share with you. Here are your teachers for next year. Mrs. Mateo here on the left and Mrs. Bartlett on the right. They'll be teaching your kiddos that day for next year. Some of our office staff I'd like to introduce you to. There's myself, Ryan Specht. I'm the principal here at Washington Elementary. Then we have Mary Kirby, our secretary. And then Diane Schilling is our school nurse. And then Brittany Newland is our health tech. So these are all people that when you come to the office, you will see and hopefully recognize. Who is my child's teacher? So as the year gets started, we kind of mix and match our kiddos to start the year. We do that so that we can figure out a best fit for your child in the classroom. And so on or about August 20th, we'll be letting you know which classroom your child will be in. So he or she will be with Mrs. Mateo or with Mrs. Bartlett. Just some nurses information, and all this is very important. We need to make sure we have up-to-date records. So what has to be done today in order for your child to participate in Kindergarten Roundup, we have to have a registration form, we have to have a census form, and we have to have a birth certificate. So as you're watching this video, hopefully you're watching it prior to Kindergarten Roundup, but if you're not, just make sure these things happen. What we must have before school starts in August, we need a current immunization records. That needs to be due by August 1st. You cannot start school without having those immunization records. Then they need a vision exam and a school physical. You can bring those to the office as soon as you get them. Okay, just some other information that is in your packet. I'm going to show you here. So you're going to get a packet like this. You'll get a purple folder or possibly a green folder such as this one. And within this packet, there's different information that we have. So just please make sure you look through this. On the left side here, or as you're looking at it, the right side, there is some forms that need to be filled out. So if you could fill these out the day of Kindergarten Roundup and bring them back when you come back to pick up your child, that would be great. Okay, so if there's any health needs, specific health needs, you need to let our school nurse know that, Mrs. Schilling. It's important that we have all current information about medications, activity restrictions, health history, and special health concerns. All medications, prescription and over-the-counter, need a parent permission form signed, and products must be sent in the original container with labels including child's name. Prescription medicine only for that child's name and the directions for administering. So the only way we can give your child medicine at school is if we have this information. So we need to have parent permission with a signed form to be able to give medication to your child. And you can talk to Mrs. Schilling or Mrs. Newland about that if you are unsure. Some more notes. Once the school year starts up, if your child is sick, you need to make sure you call the office before 8:15 a.m. That's really important that you communicate with us. Some guidelines that we go by. If the fever is 100 degrees or higher, that child needs to stay home. We can't have them come to school with a fever. If they have a contagious disease, if your child is on an antibiotic, the medicine should be taken for 24 hours before returning to school. This just gives them time to get that medicine in them and for them not to be infectious. And then if your child is vomiting or has diarrhea or drainage from the eyes or they break out in a rash, these are all things that they need to stay home for. And then finally, if they have a cough that interrupts normal activity. Now, we're not exactly sure how the new year will start up in August with everything related to COVID. But if we are still following the Elkhorn-Logan Valley Health Department guidelines, a new cough would be something they would have to stay home for as well. So when that time comes, we'll communicate how we'll proceed. Just a reminder, the state has guidelines as far as attendance goes. So even if your child is absent and you have called in to the school, you will get a letter when they're gone for 5 days. You'll get another letter when they're gone for 10 days. And you'll get another letter when they're gone for 15 days. And then if it goes any further than that, we could possibly contact the county attorney to make sure that the student is coming to school on a regular basis. Honestly, your child shouldn't miss more than 10 days. When they do that, there's really a lot of gaps in their learning that hurts them from being successful in school. Okay, kindergarten expectations. So within your folder, there's a handout that talks about some of these things. So when your child comes to kindergarten, these are some things they should be able to do. They should be able to put a coat on, they should be able to zip it up or button it up, and they should be able to tie shoes. These are all things you can work on from now until August in order to get them ready. These are very important. They should be able to blow their nose on their own, wash their hands, and use the bathroom properly. All these are things that we make sure to have our kindergartners know and be able to do prior to August. They should be able to listen and sit for an extended period of time, 5 to 7 minutes, so that they can learn within the classroom. Follow 3-step directions, making sure they're waiting and taking turns without interrupting. And then treating adults and children kindly. We always want to push our kids to be kind to everyone. Couple reminders here. Kindergarten students do not come both August 12th and 13th. Only half the class attends each day. So we will contact you in August to let you know which dates your child will be able to come. So some of them will come on the 12th of August, others will come on the 13th of August, and we'll let you know that at the beginning of August. And then the other date that's important is August 16th. All kindergarten students will start up in school. Just some reminders here. Arrival. School starts at 7:50. Or the students can arrive at 7:50. We will go through the northeast gym doors, and then they'll have the opportunity to eat breakfast. Now, like I said, we do things a little differently because of COVID, so not sure how that'll look like once August hits. But just a reminder, we do not have any staff on duty to watch kiddos before 7:50. So 7:50, the gym doors will open and they'll be able to come in. Dismissal. We will dismiss from those same doors at 3:15 on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Every Wednesday is a 2 o'clock dismissal, and so students will be dismissed out those doors at that time on Wednesday. Okay, please be safe. Please wait on the sidewalk by the street and your child will come to you. So for arrival and dismissal in particular, we have all of our kindergartners raise their hand, identify who's picking them up, and then the teacher will dismiss them to you. We want to make sure that they're safe, and so that we go through those procedures every day after school. And then we're always going to pick up our children. So if you have a kindergartner and a second grader, you can pick those kids up where the youngest child is. So that would be at kindergarten. Just a short list of school supplies. A large book bag is important to be able to carry things to and from school. Dry erase markers are good. A pair of headphones that can be plugged into a Chromebook. And then cheap pairs of headphones can be purchased at the Dollar Tree, Target, and Walmart for under $2 as well. So we need those headphones, book bag, and a dry erase marker. Clothing. Students do need to wear appropriate clothing. They can manipulate it by themselves. So that goes back to they should be able to zip that coat or zip whatever they have, sweatshirt, and they should be able to button as well, and then tie shoes. So students need to practice to tie at home. Velcro is accepted. We're going to need tennis shoes for PE days, but we really recommend that they wear tennis shoes every day. No flip-flops. All right, birthday treats. We'd really ask you not to bring cupcakes or cake of any kind for birthday treats. All birthday treats have to be individually wrapped. And so it's important that when you bring those that they are prepackaged and individually wrapped. So some examples that you could bring. You could bring suckers. You could bring fruit snacks. Those are great birthday treats. And then if you don't want to bring candy or a snack like that, you can always bring something like pencils or fancy erasers. Those are always great little gifts for those birthday days. All right, so when you look at your packet, there's a white sheet in here. Oops, sorry, on this side that talks about a lot of different items, so please look that over. And then, let me get that up there. And then there's a purple page you need to fill out on this side. And then there's an orange page you need to fill out on this side. And then there'll be an email sheet attached to this as well. So please put your student's name and email on that sheet. That email is really important for us to be able to communicate with you. Another really important piece to communication, and this is daily communication that we use this for, is our Seesaw account. So this will be a way we will communicate with you. Once students are assigned to a teacher, they will send information on home on how to get signed up for this Seesaw account. And it's just a great way you get signed up for that. You're able to send messages to your teacher, to myself, and the teacher's able to communicate with you as well. It's pretty easy. It's really slick. So make sure you get signed up for that. And then just a reminder, make sure you leave your email with us on the day of Kindergarten Roundup. We appreciate everything you do. You're a huge part in your child's education. We want to work as a team on helping them and helping you in any way we can. If you have any questions, you can contact us at 402-644-2557, or you can contact myself at that same number, or I've listed my email address down there as well. So appreciate everything. Good luck, and let us know if you have any questions.